gave it our best, but it wasn't enough. A thorn in my side from the rose that grew between us. We broke all the rules and we fell apart. If only I knew who you'd be right from the start. I just wanna drift away into nothing. I just wanna feel this pain miles away. You gave up on us, 'cause I wasn't enough. I thought this would be something more than it was. Yeah, you ran away, but I won't look back. I'll get better each day, the day that you're gone and out of my past. I just wanna drift away into nothing. I just wanna feel this pain miles away. We suffered through the coldest nights, made it to the last goodbye. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. Now we're broken and defeated, but we're haunting what we're leaving, like a phantom slowly fading into the night. I just wanna drift away into nothing. I just wanna feel this pain miles away. We suffered through the coldest nights, waiting for the last goodbye. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. I just wanna drift away into nothing. I just wanna feel this pain miles away.
Hello. Can y'all hear me? Is my audio good? Audio's good? Sweet. I connected a different mic. I'm using a Hollyland Lark A1 mic. I got this a while back and just haven't done anything with it, and it's perfect. I'm out of town right now and very, very handy. But how are you guys doing? It's been a hot minute since I've really done much on here. Always a good time to do a Jady stream. The song, it's called Between Us by Fit for a King. It's from their newest album, Lonely God. And I've been pretty obsessed with it recently. I really enjoy it. The whole album is really amazing, but I've just been listening to that song specifically a lot. So thought I'd go ahead and share it. But alrighty. I'm going to what I'll probably do. Yeah, I love the sound of it too. Very, I guess it's post-hardcore maybe. It reminds me a lot of, I don't know if any of y'all know the band Dayseeker. It reminds me a lot of them. So they're really good. But yeah, so all right. Well, we got 8 minutes till it starts, till the song is out. If I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not mistaken. That would be quite concerning. Okay. Favorite Jady song? Mm, it's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what my current favorite Jady song is. My current most streamed Jady song. Let me get my phone real quick. Here we go. Team SDIDK or RCL. Both of those are really good. If I find Jady info. So my top stream from them is 1970. And I regret to inform you that the number of times I've streamed it is 67. Um, I do uh I do like 1970. I think the reason that one has become my number one is yeah, I've started listening through the haze multiple times and never fully gotten through it. Like I've fully gotten through the haze before, but because of the analysis that I've been doing on the album and that I'm still working on, it is coming. Um, I would always start listening to the album to sort of get me in the mood, if you will, for working on the song or for working on the analysis. And 1970 is, one of the first songs on there. And 1970, because it's starts with the number one, whenever I put it into a playlist that's arranged in alphabetical order, it's also always the first song on the playlist. And it's on a lot of my playlists. So it gets a lot of streams that maybe it ordinarily wouldn't get. But uh yes, nearing 100K. What are they at right now? Are they like 80K? 95, yeah. 95,506. Dude, it was just like a few days ago I feel like they were at 80K. It was like I remember it was like when I went to go see them in Dallas in 2024, they were at 3K. Oh yeah, 100%. 100% deserve it. But no, Five and a Quarter Pilots. I think my favorite Jady song is probably Everything Taken Into Account. It's between Napalm and Backbone. Possibly Napalm. But it could go a lot of different directions because all their songs are so good. So, um, but yeah, as far as my favorite album from them, I think it's got to be Napalm. Napalm is an excellent project. Um, for those of you who are here, I'm interested to know, and I posted about this relatively recently. How would y'all feel about a lore dedicated stream? Because I know that how do I put it? I know there's some questions about, like, at least I know I have questions about the timeline of some of the stuff that we've gotten, where it lies in relation to all the other info we got before Silver. And I feel like it would be helpful to arrange it all in a cohesive timeline and really start building out like the final, most up to date explanation of where the lore is at. So I'm thinking of doing that sometime soon, maybe in the next few weeks. I have other things that I'm planning on working on. This isn't just a Jady channel, though it is called Anti-Haze Extremist. I've made the decision. I want to react to other stuff on this as well. Y'all may notice I have a reaction to, it's not on here for some reason. I need to bring it on here. I'm going to be putting a reaction on here soon to Burned by 3Para1. Great band. You should check them out. I have other reactions I want to do, other analysis things I want to do. And I'm planning on doing possibly an interview with an artist relatively soon. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, in between all that, I do want to do a lore stream at some point. See how that goes. So yes, interview, Perlico. It's not. How do I put this? It's not Jady. Don't worry. I would love it if it was Jady. I reached out to them a long time ago about the possibility of an interview. Here's what I'll say. I may possibly be interviewing a band who, let's just say they have a number in their name that doesn't match the amount of band members. So in that manner, they are like 21 Pilots. That's all I'll say. It's not really a secret. I'm just goofing off. So, anyways, but I'll keep it a secret because it's fun. Anyways, so yeah, a lot of different things I'm wanting to do soon. So excited. I'll be sure to be posting sometime soon. Silver, the Haze, and Napalm. Is that like favorite to least favorite? Oh my goodness, it is 10. Thank you, Sunseekers. It is 10 o'clock. It is indeed song time. Put my phone off and let us dismiss. Take what you want. Here it is, guys. All right, I'm going to go on mute while the song's playing, and we'll see how this goes.
Wanting what you can't want. Lost the key to your own handcuffs. I know you're doing what you can, but I see it getting to your head. The way I'm lying through my teeth, things I used to tell you in confidence, in confidence. Maybe I'm the smoke you breathe, but you've been calling it oxygen. You let me in. I don't wanna watch while you suffocate. I know you see me, yeah, but you won't leave it in. I don't wanna take what you want from me. I know you need it, yeah, I know you need it. No, I don't wanna take what you want from me. I guess I did it to myself, 'cause trying hard lying through my teeth. The things I used to tell you in confidence, in confidence.
I know I gotta leave, but I don't wanna take what you want from me, what you want from me.
Oh, dude. Dude, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. All right, give me just a second. Let's see. I gotta pull this up. I gotta see if the lyrics are out. It doesn't appear that they are. So, um, just off an initial interpretation, this seems new favorite of the three singles. I don't know. I'm still really hung up on Better Dead. I think that is my favorite of the three singles, especially because Better Dead ties into the lore and there's a whole lot of stuff there. But this one will probably grow on me, just like Bolt Cutter did. Bolt Cutter is the order right now goes Better Dead, Bolt Cutter. Take what you want, just from a first listen, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. I liked it. I really liked it. I think Colby fits very well with the vibe of Jady, especially the more recent vibe of like this sort of dark pop sound. Um, I thought it sounded amazing. Um, the production was very like it. You could tell it was Jady, but the production itself, it was so. Yeah, she does sound a little bit like Billie Eilish. Her voice made me think a bit as well of Claire Rosenkrantz, if any of y'all know who that is. I don't really listen to her, but I've heard a couple of her songs, and it reminded me a little bit, just from the little bit I've heard of Sad in Hawaii. Great song, would recommend. Um, but yeah, great voice, great artist to bring on to a collaboration for JD. Um, really liked it. Um, as far as the moral of the song itself, um, it sort of it harkens back. Yeah, first non J Joseph feature. It harkens back a little bit in a way to Gravitate to me. Like this song makes me think in terms of message, it makes me think of Gravitate. Gravitate is pretty one-sided. It seems like one person is realizing that the other is bad for them, and the other person thinks everything's okay or they're being manipulative. In this case, it really seems like these two people are bad for each other. The other doesn't think that the other is bad for them. They each think they're bad for each other, or they both know they're bad for each other, but they still want to stay. Like it seems like there's a tension of like wanting to stay and wanting to go essentially, and I don't want to take what you want from me. Um, like they don't want to hurt the other person, but they also sort of depend on that other person in a way. That's the best initial um, analysis I can give. Um, but all in all, really liked it. Very catchy. I need to walk it back here for a second to like that ending part of the song, right over here.
Lying through my teeth, the things I used to tell you in confidence, in confidence.
I know I gotta leave, but I don't wanna take what you want from me, what you want from
That whole section right there, just, dude, chills. Chills. Yeah, it does sort of seem like a cut my lip situation. That's a fair comparison, I think, in some ways. Um, yeah, it's like a part of the smoke. It's like you're breathing me in like smoke, but you swear that it's oxygen. Basically, like this thing that's killing you, you swear that you need it, but um, but yeah, it's very much a yeah, but yeah, great song. I really enjoyed it. Um, I'm interested to see where they go next. Um, I'm sure it'll grow on me, but yeah, my current ranking for the singles goes Better Dead, Bolt Cutter, and Take What You Want. Um, yeah, I have, I guess, lots of questions about what's coming next. Because it sort of seems, I mean, it's obvious we're in the the between album phase right now. Take What You Want, Better Dead, Bolt Cutter. Fair enough. Um, we're obviously in the between album phase right now. Cardgate. I need Cardgate to be true. And for those of you who are here who may not know what Cardgate is, it's a theory that if you take a look at I'll just go over and show y'all here the singles that were released in 2024, To My Grave and Coward, right? It's a theory that the singles were a roadmap for the next two albums, and that the singles and the albums are sort of a chiasm, if you will. Chiasm is a biblical term, so I don't know if that's or a term in regard to interpreting scripture, so I don't know if that's a sacrilegious thing to say here. But basically, the idea Coward was the first single released. Coward was talking about the King of Hearts and um, staying true to yourself in the face of, being behind the enemy lines and blending in and all that. Coward, at the very end of the song, he says, "If I go out with my King of Hearts, I want everybody in the world to see." Um, so that one was very out there, very much a. It felt like the last song in the era of Jady that we got from the Haze through Napalm all the way to Coward. It felt like that was a specific era of Jady with a very specific style, a very specific direction. I think. I mean, I've talked about this a lot. I think the track of Jady's storyline is trying to tell a Christian message and point people to Christ. Um, and with Coward being the last song, I feel like in sort of a one continual era of songs to really put out there this idea of, if I go out with my King of Hearts, I want everybody in the world to see. That's a pretty explicit thing to be said. But then To My Grave, right? And this is where the interesting part comes in. To My Grave, if you look at the card for To My Grave, the logo is a casket with the Sunseekers logo. The logo is a casket with the Sunseekers logo. And what made it onto the album cover for Silver is a casket with the Sunseekers logo. As for what the little like X in the middle is, I'm not entirely sure. Um, I if I could probably be reading way too much into this, but it's possible maybe the X is indicating the month of the month that we'll get the album, the month and day, because Silver was released. X is the Roman numeral for 10. Silver was released on the 10th of October, 10/10 of 2025. So, yeah, October 10th is when we got Silver. Just a theory. So To My Grave, I think, in the music video, if we take a look at the music video, it was a lore music video. At the end of the video, he supposedly kills the ghost. That's not a Little Image reference, but could be. Hey, Jady, Little Image collab, that'd be cool. But he kills the ghost, seemingly, and heads off into the field. And the siren that plays at the end of the To My Grave music video is the same siren that shows up in all the promotional materials for Silver. So I think the events of Silver somewhat correspond to, and Jared's also in the video, he's heading into the forest kind of around dusk, which is, in Silver, Jared has said he wanted to give it the vibe of like it's taking place in the middle of the night in the woods, running around, you don't know where you are. So that tracks that the next thing after Jarrett leaves the house into my grave, that he would end up in the forest. Now, the topics of the songs, obviously, Coward is very, focused on being true to oneself, true to one's convictions. To My Grave is quite the opposite, giving into something that you know is bad for you, but giving into it anyway. And To My Grave, I think, ushered in the era of Silver, which Jarrett said is sort of about identity and, finding identity in the right places versus the wrong places. Silver, I think, I mean, first off, objectively, Silver is their most commercially successful record thus far. It's getting the biggest tour. It's getting the most promotion, and I think it's the most. I don't want to say commercialized as if that's an exclusively negative thing. Silver is a phenomenal record, but the vibe around the promotion of Silver is certainly different than the other eras. First off, Jared is wearing a silver chain. So is Ashton, specifically for the Silver era, and that only showed up in the Echo Chamber music video after they got caught by Silver Enterprise. So because of that, I think Silver and the whole Silver era and everything until the next era, effectively, is part of a sort of scaled and icy type situation where they've been caught and everything is being operated effectively by Silver Enterprise. For that reason, that is why I think Silver has been the least seemingly explicitly faith influenced album they've put out thus far. I don't want to say that for a fact, but the time I've spent with Silver versus the time that I've spent with their other albums seems to indicate to me that there's a shift here, and the shift corresponds with the topic of the album being about sort of an identity crisis. Like, where's your purpose? Where's your identity found? So, this is where the fullness of Cardgate, the theory, comes in. Coward is about, the King of Hearts, staying true to one's convictions. To My Grave was sort of indicating the next album. If the singles in the next two albums are mirrors of each other, then that means the next album would have to correspond to Coward. Meaning, I think the next album is likely going to be heavily faith influenced, or it's going to be sort of a return to something more like what we got in Napalm and The Haze. It's going to be, I think, a lot more bold topically. I could be wrong. I could not be. We'll see. I really hope Cardgate is true. I really at least hope that the next album focuses on a theme of hope, which um, I think there's not really a reason to say that it wouldn't, because if the haze is sort of a broad overview of the world and the problem, Napalm, I think Perligo mentioned this, Napalm seems to be about whatever character Jarrett plays and the things that he's struggling with. Silver as an album is a character study on the enemy. So the one character we haven't really gotten an album for, one character, one symbol, one whatever that we haven't really gotten an album for is the sun. So I'm very interested to see what the next album holds. There's no way it doesn't connect to the lore. I know there's a whole lot more coming. I'm going to hopefully be meeting the boys in November at the Dallas show. Hopefully get an opportunity to talk to them. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But all that to say, I think Bolt Cutter and Take What You Want are singles that are probably similar to something like Matte Black. It's not lore related. I don't think it's supposed to explicitly indicate anything to us about the lore, about them necessarily as a band, other than that they're expanding. Obviously, they've gained more of a platform. They're expanding to collaborating with more people, doing more unique things, which good on them. They've been very successful. First show of theirs last month. Meet them sound vinyl. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I got to meet them in 2024 at the Flares and Embers tour. My friend Gabe actually opened for them, which is why I ended up going. And absolutely amazing show. Phenomenal show. Great guys. So down to earth. But yeah, I'm super excited for the show. Super excited to hopefully meet them again and ask them questions if they're willing to answer them. And excited for the next era. But yeah, so, well, it was a great single. Very much enjoyed it. I'm gonna be listening to it a few more times for sure to kind of get used to it. Um, and yeah, I'll be looking for more content coming to the channel soon, as far as analysis videos, reactions, reviews, other things. Um, but yeah, um, any of y'all have any other thoughts or questions? Better yet, is Jady here? Is Jady here? They've so far. Jady does break tradition. JD so far has been in each of the streams that I've done. Um, so I don't know if they're here or not. It would be super cool if they were. If they're not, I understand. Um, but in case you guys are here, in case y'all do see this stream, yeah, where are you? You should have been here. Um, but yeah, in case y'all do are here, or in case you see the video at some point. Amazing song, guys. I'm super excited for what y'all got coming next. Super excited to see y'all in Dallas. Hey, if you see this, hit me up. Let me know if the offer still stands that you mentioned a couple streams ago, I think. If you're still willing to get with me, answer some questions. But yeah, other than that, that's really all I got, guys. Yes, they've disappeared off the face of the earth. They don't exist anymore. Who's JD? No. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do the rest of the year. I don't know if they'll do more songs or if they'll focus specifically on touring, because they have a huge tour schedule in front of them. 24 shows for the Nosebleeds tour. But 24 shows, dude. Crazy. I'm driving. I've moved. I lived in Dallas initially. I moved for college. Um and I'm living now in College Station. I'm in Colorado right now on family vacation. But I live in College Station now. So I'm going to be driving 3 hours after my class on November 4th to get there, maybe hopefully around 6:30. And then I'll hopefully not be too late. Might be slightly late to the show, but I'm determined to be there, and then I'll drive back the next morning. But it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So, can you guys hear me? My mic's flashing red. Yeah. Okay. Well, my mic's flashing red probably means it's about to die pretty soon, so I probably ought to go. But yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. Um, really appreciate it, and be looking for more stuff soon. I'll announce hopefully the interview coming soon. I would love to interview Jady at some point. I think I don't know. I don't know when that'll happen. Hopefully soon. I intend to work on that, but we'll see. I asked them a long time ago. Um, let's just say the questions that I have for them are questions that are very specific, questions that I don't know how willing they would be to answer right now, as they're still going through kind of the path that they're going on as a band and whatever they're doing with this lore. So we'll have to see if they'd be willing to do an interview at some point, if they'd be willing to kind of guide me on what questions they'd be willing to answer. But we'll see. Hopefully get to talk to them at the show. So, but yeah, I would definitely love to interview Jady at some point. So yeah, be looking for more videos soon, more live streams, my analysis hopefully coming very soon. Possible interview with another artist, relatively soon as well. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for coming, Jady. If you see this amazing single, um, and yeah, I will see you guys later. God bless. May the great veil forever be torn. And yeah, keep seeking the sun. Adios.